Who told you? Who told you? Who told you? Who told you? You what? God design.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you for joining. Welcome to the BOERBOEL Show. We here. We live. And I'm your host, Jordan Pittman, with Exotic BOERBOELs. And if you don't know me, who I am, I'm a nut about a BOERBOEL. I'm crazy about these BOERBOELs. And I'm here today with updates. You know, we had been going back and forth with, I'm gonna give it a second and let some people get in. I hope everyone is having a great day. But we setting the record straight. We're gonna put this saga, this Naba saga to rest. Because I don't want to keep talking about it taking away from what we got going on with the United BOERBOEL Club. We're moving forward full steam ahead. And all of these little comments and stuff like that, it's we're gonna just dead that, because at the end of the day, the bottom line is it's about the future generations of BOERBOEL breeders, the ones that's coming up behind us. You think it's about me? That's what I'm here for. What's going on with my people? That's what I'm here for, the future generations, to make sure that they got fair platforms that's non-biased to participate in, and that you're not going to be taking advantage of the future generations. So what we have today, since they want to play, and they want to hit back, I was going to try to let it go. I kind of alluded to it yesterday, where they had time to respond to me, and they said that my domain was registered in a dead person's name for the United BOERBOEL Club. And I thought that was a weak comeback. What does that have to do with anything? You got time to respond and input that onto the computer, but you don't have time to update the NABA website and update the NABA Facebook page and fill people in on where they're going. So what are they going to do with these upcoming appraisals? And so to put the nail in the coffin with this whole little back and forth with them, we're gonna open up like I said, as promised, we got the complaint form live. We're gonna open it up for everybody to see, because I'm done with the back and forth, and we're moving forward. It's on the direction that we're going. We asked for the documents, we asked for the charter, we asked for the bylaws. The response that we get is, if you don't like it, what we got going on, you don't have to join. People have already joined and spent their money, invested in the process. You hit back. So we're going to slide on NABA one last time, and we're going to let them know what's going on. Let's start right here. Let's go over here to we'll start right here. So I got this document drawn up. It's already filled out for everybody to see, if you can't see this. And at this point, we're done with the spinning us. You're not going to keep on lying to us, deceiving us, and trying to fake us out with the 42 fake out. We're not going for the okie doke. If you're falling for your tricks, you've done this for too long, and the time is up. So we got the document here. This is the tax exempt organization complaint referral. And we got this, we're gonna have this uploaded to the UnitedBoerBoelClub.com about the next 2 hours. And I've already got filled in. The name of the referred organization is going to be NABA, NABBA, or the North American Boerboel Breeders Association. So check this out. Nature of the violation: directors, officers, person are using income assets for personal gain. Name of the violation and persons involved is Shirley Hagler, treasurer, secretary, appraiser, director, and the president. You're not allowed to do that. We have the, well, we have the nature of the complaint was here. And then here it goes, the director of persons using income for assets for personal gain. But don't worry, we got this saved, and we got the, let me see what did this. Okay, so here it goes right here. The alleged activities involving NABA and its agent revolve around Shirley Hagler, revolve around a Ponzi scheme disguised as a dog appraisals. Under the pretense of evaluating dogs based on their adherence to breed standards, Ms. Hagler and her associates are accused of manipulating the appraisal process to grant higher scores to favored individuals within their inner circle and those who generate significant financial contributions. Novice breeders are then encouraged to repeatedly pay for appraisals, leading to financial exploitation. Moreover, it has been claimed that NABA, despite claiming nonprofit status, conducts all financial transactions in cash, raising suspicions of, I'll tell you exactly what it says, raising suspicions of financial impropriety, tax evasion, and a lack of transparency in their operations. These alleged actions suggest embezzlement, unjust enrichment, and potential violations of tax laws within the organization. Now, that's just the document number one. If you go to the home page now let's take a look. Let's just go over here and take a look because we have been busy. And I'm putting this to rest because I ain't got time to play. We're moving forward, full steam ahead, and they're not going to keep on playing with me. So if you click on this at the BOERBOEL, United BOERBOEL Club, you can also get this document, which is to the into the Internal Revenue Service. And this is where you would mail this. I got this information from the IRS complaint process for tax exempt organizations. And this is where you would submit this letter to. And I'll take you to that page next. But this is our letter right here. And you can download this, sign this for yourself, and then send this off. You can email it. We'll have the link provided. And this is what we've been working on. See, we be working on our stuff. Concerns regarding NABA, the North American Boerboel Breeder Association, and Shirley Hagler's alleged wrongdoings. Dear Sir or Madam, I hope this letter finds you in good health. I am writing to bring to your attention some alarming concerns regarding the North American Boerboel Breeders Association, NABA, and his agent Shirley Hagler. It has come to my attention that Ms. Hagler, with the support of NABA, is allegedly operating a Ponzi scheme disguised as dog appraisals, which is a matter of great concern for the integrity of both NABA and the nonprofit sector as a whole. The supposed purpose of the supposed purpose of the dog appraisal process, according to NABA, is to evaluate dogs based on their traits and characteristics against the breed standard. However, it has been reported that this system is being manipulated by Ms. Hagler and her associates to provide higher scores to dogs of the inner circle and those that generate significant financial contributions. Novice breeders are then encouraged to repeat the appraisal process, resulting in repeated payments. This raises suspicion of financial exploitation and unjust enrichment. Further, it has been alleged that NABA, despite claiming to be a nonprofit organization, is handling all financial transactions in cash. This is a questionable practice, raises concerns about the transparency and legitimacy of NABA financial operations. It also raises questions about the potential misuse of funds and the evasion of appropriate tax reporting and accountability. I bring these to your attention in hope that the Internal Revenue Service will initiate an investigation into NABA and Shirley Hackler's activities. It is crucial to determine whether any violation of tax laws, such as embezzlement, tax evasion, or fraudulent activities, have taken place. If these allegations are found to be true, it is imperative that appropriate legal actions are taken to protect the public interest and maintain the integrity of the nonprofit sector. I have provided the following information regarding NABA and Shirley Hagler for your reference. Then we have NABA, Agent Shirley Hagler, address 9106 Southwest 137. This is the NABA corporation address. Tax EIN number, if that ain't the right address, that's for sure the right EIN number, 46-2635014. I kindly request that the IRS thoroughly investigate these allegations and take appropriate action based on the findings. It is essential to protect the rights of interests of all individuals involved in the dog breeding community and ensure adherence to tax laws and regulations by nonprofit organizations. Thank you for your attention to this matter. I trust that the IRS will undertake a comprehensive investigation to address these concerns promptly. If you require any further information or assistance, please do not hesitate to contact me, and then you can input your details. Now you can download this document from the United States BOERBOEL website. We're not playing around with them no more. Since they want to play games, this showed them how we're going to play and respond. Yeah. You know the IRS, they not playing. We talking about the federal. We going federal, yeah. And this is not the dope game, okay? This ain't the block. This ain't the streets. And you're not hustling us no more. You're not stealing. You're not robbing from us no more. It's over with. We're moving forward with the United States BOERBOEL Club as an alternative immediate results. Check with the United States BOERBOEL Club. Don't forget to go to the United States BOERBOEL Club and enter your details. Like I said, we're going to have building up our database. This is where you want to go right here. This is where you need to be. Put your details in right there. And we're going to be reaching out to you with our newsletter. And we're going to be filling you in with all the details that you need to know to register. Like I said, we got the real deal. We're not faking with our club. Sunday, first event. We're going to show y'all what we expect from our clubs. We're going to have a group training session. We're going to bring out BOERBOELs, bringing out all the dogs in the community. We're going to have a group training session. We're trying to help people understand about handling these type of dogs. We're going to videotape it. We're going to make a community-based event. It's not about making money. It's not about charging fees. I feel you on that. But do you know what, though? This ain't the dope game and it ain't the block. We're not hustling. This is what we're going to do. Well, we will hope that they would respect our wishes and do what they're supposed to do. But yeah, that's what we got. You say trust no fans. Well, this is the route now we got to go. This is the route that we got to go because of the nature of the organization. These are the tools that we have at our discretion. This is what we have available to fight with. These are our weapons. So this is I doubt they're gonna let this ride out. I doubt they're gonna let this ride because we're talking hundreds of thousands. They don't play with that nonprofit stuff. That much I know for sure. That much I do know. With that nonprofit chain, you collecting money, especially with the Ponzi scheme thing. We get enough people on that. I can't see how they can continue and bounce back from that. But so back to what I was saying. I appreciate you, we appreciate the support. We coming through live and direct though. Everything that we saying, we following through. First BOERBOEL training meeting is going down this weekend on the Sunday. We're gonna have BOERBOELs out, loose leash training, getting dogs associated, doing some socialization. We're gonna get it on video, document it. Might even throw in a few measurements. How we gonna be breaking down these measurements? Good question. Well, one thing that we have to do is the head. We start with the BOERBOEL head. The head is important with this breed. It's a defining characteristic. It's a prominent trait. It leaps right out, right there out at you when you see a BOERBOEL. It speaks to you volumes. And so much definition of character in the head. It gives you an idea that this dog means business. This dog is serious. So we have to measure the head, followed by the neck. I feel like it's important to have a big, powerful neck. And we're looking at and we kind of taking in the points of the breed standard and what they call for big, powerful, muscular neck. So we need to measure that because we got to make sure that we have, that's right. You feel me there, family? That's standing on business. We got to make sure that we have the neck considered. We also want the height, the length. So we're going to start to do some measurements. Yeah, I post a link right here. Here you go. Let me see here. There you go. Right there. It's on YouTube. You can check that link. And I'll also, okay, it came up through on both. But like I said, so yeah, we're gonna have that. I got some things going on with the computer. We'll be updating the links in an hour or two. I'm shifting around some files right now. And like I said, while y'all wasting time worried about what we got going on, you need to get on top of your business. Y'all worried about the wrong things, trying to check me and talking about how whether or not my stuff is official as a whistle. I know I'm already gonna be under heavy scrutiny before I even got started with this. I'll always check the laws. I know the first way that I'm gonna be attacked is with the law. We're gonna have age groups, definitely. We definitely need to take that into consideration. We have to because it's only fair, what we want to serve as a documenting organization and recording organization. And so, yes, the age is going to be important because we want to know where this dog stood. So if we're measuring a puppy, we're going to take that into consideration. We'll publish those results. Then we'll be able to look at that same puppy, and as an adult, we'll be able to compare his puppies to him at that same age, and we have real data that we can measure. Okay, so we can track growth rates, patterns within bloodlines, the way that the dog develops at certain ages, increments. So I think this is valuable information. This is usable information, and it eliminates third-party bias. So we're not having human error. We're gonna have multiple people and documenting the measurements on footage. The appraisals is going to be documented on footage. So we taking measurements. Weight, height, length, and then we're recording that. On the DNA testing side, we're going to record so you can submit your DNAs, dog's DNAs. We have a list of different DNA companies and what they testing for, because all DNA tests are not created equal. So we got DNA tests for parentage. We got DNA tests for ancestry. We got DNA tests for breed purity. We got DNA tests for colors. We got DNA tests for health. We got all these different genetic markers. So what happens is you would submit your DNA test results through these reputable DNA tests, which companies that you used. So that's how DNA is tested. It's not all you can say your dog is DNA tested for what though? And to a dog, experienced dog man, that's another one of those smoke screens. So they say that they're collecting DNA, and you collecting it and then analyzing it in what way? What results do we have from these DNA tests? So we're going to list companies that we're working with. We're going to try to get group rates and discounts. We're going to try to move as a community. And that's how we're going to be moving as a community. We're going to be working with different laboratories that testing for what, and right. We're going to be, all we want to do is record. That's all we're doing is recording the measurements, recording, not about judging what's right or wrong. We presenting this data, and we're gonna give you this information. This information, it will allow you to make informed decisions based off of a collection of all of these dogs that we have in this database, all of these different measurements. And for a breeder, it's critical information. If you're able to look at the dog's brothers, sisters across the board, and you're able to see consistent results in terms of how they compare to these other dogs that are the same age, within the same class, or have the same bloodlines, or you have something, a valuable, a measure, a tool. You have a value that you can use. And that's what it's all about, furthering the breed. At the end of the day, I want to make this real clear and apparent, because I feel like it needs to be understood that what we have going on here is about the future. It's not about what's happening right now. We have to think 3-4 generations down the line. We'll have a database with all of this information, and we'll be able to understand what direction do we want to go in, who is producing what dogs are giving us the things that we desire and we want to cement in within this breed, and that we want to preserve. And the only way to do that is to be testing for it and looking for it. So we're going to develop these different measures, these different tests as we go. And it's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight, but we're making steps and we're making progress every single day. And we want more people to keep on reaching out to us We talked to Miss Lisa Haynes today, and let me like I said, I got some things going on with my computer right now, so I wasn't able to post her swing, but I will throw it up there real quick though, because he's loved and he's a beautiful dog. Let me see if y'all can see that. He's love, y'all. He'll be there. You want to be involved. Look at his food. That's what I'm talking about. So we got to share this information, y'all. We want to celebrate this type of love for our breed. We want to let people know where these dogs are at. It's in the Maryland, Baltimore, Maryland area. Miss Lisa Haynes, thank you for reaching out today. It was a pleasure talking to you. And anybody else, my line is always open. I signed up for this. I got time, so you can call me if you got questions and you need help. You want to get this show on the road, or you want to participate. If you want to help, because we need help and we want to listen. We want to hear what you got to say. We want what's my brother. We want to know what you got to say. We want to know how you feel and what are your thoughts and how you want what you think can make it better, because it matters to us. It's not just me, it's a community. We are the community, and I'm not trying to, I'm not power hungry, you know uh so with that being understood, I think I kind of touched on everything that I wanted to touch on for today. As promised, I'll be back again tomorrow. Y'all got questions, we got answers. Y'all got problems, we got solutions. We're gonna be setting it up, knocking it down. A lot of BOERBOELs become Americanized, right? How do we keep BOERBOEL's true design? How can you differentiate most any breed, whether they are from America? Well, in general, most of the dogs start to get oversized with America. By the way that we feed dogs in our lifestyle, we tend to have dogs that live pretty sedentary lifestyle. And they're living in the crate, they're living in the house, they're not on the farm, they're not in the field. It's a modern day lifestyle for the dog. Because of that, you're not creating these microfractures within the bone. You're not creating this muscle development. The dog is not out interacting with the environment and the terrain. That's the difference that you see with dogs in the UK or dogs in South Africa. You see these wide open fields. And so we tend to just feed our dogs and make them fat. And to me, that's when they start saying the dog's become Americanized a bit. That's basically saying that the dog is useless. So we want to also class dogs of working abilities. And I think that in order to do that for the BOERBOEL, it has to be measured of their strength and agility, because it's supposed to be one of the most athletic breeds. I don't think that it's fair to put a BOERBOEL through the same test that you put a shepherd. They're very different in their makeup and design. The BOERBOEL is a breed that is a companion. They don't have the same, they don't guard the same way as a German Shepherd or a Rottweiler or a police dog. And with that being understood, we need to have hey, you dig it? We answered the phone, yes. But like I was saying, but yeah. We here if you need us. Right. The German Shepherd here is not German, right? Because they actually testing the dogs and they quantifying German Shepherds overseas. They make sure they have these breeds Schutzhund. I took a BOERBOEL too. I had the second BOERBOEL in the world to pass the Schutzhund AD, which is a 12-mile qualification where you take a BOERBOEL, where you take your dog prior to you breeding, and you have this measured, his ability to have stamina. So the dog goes 13 miles, 12 miles, and it has so long to do it. And they do it in clips 4, 3, and 9. It's 5, 3, and 2, or 4, 5, 4, and 2, 5, 4, and 3. Yeah, that's how they do it in clips. So the problem is, right, we make it into something that is fashionable or designer, and we don't maintain. That's why we have to educate the public, and that's what's going to happen with the United BOERBOEL Club. That's what we're doing. I don't know if you saw the latest video, but it's the new generation stepping up. Y'all check it out on the YouTube. We active, we busy. We always going to be trying to put on for the BOERBOEL because it is us. We are the BOERBOEL. It's a part of us, and it's in our blood and it's in our life. It's gonna be here for as long as we here. And if y'all need us, we gonna be here, and we gonna need because we need y'all. Reach out to this link. You see the link. Contact us. We here to help.
No rush, go and move dumb. Back and forth, push and shove. Make your peace and love turn to peace and gloves. Now you got a deal run up. No rush, go and move dumb. Back and forth, push and shove. Make your peace and love turn to peace and now you got a deal run up. Old gang, old man, old school, young jam.